All right. We got the lights down a little low for this one. All right. We got the lights down a little low. So I may look a little different on screen right now. Not as bright. Because we're gonna dim the lights for this one. You know, I may not look it, right? I may not look it, but believe it or not, I am a big, big fan of Coldplay. I've been a fan of Coldplay for, let's see, since I was back in high school, I want to say. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Okay? And one of my favorite songs by Coldplay, actually, it's my most favorite song. My most favorite song from Coldplay is called Spies. Some of you may have heard it. Some of you may have not. But I just find it ironic, given the circumstances, that a CEO would take his ass to a Coldplay concert and decide that this was the right moment. This was the right time to wrap his loving arms around his side chick. I don't even know if I want to show the video first or do the commentary first. Let's show the video. Astronomer CEO Andy Byron caught having an affair with his colleague at a Coldplay concert. Now, for those of you that don't know who Andy Byron is, this guy is a multi-millionaire, all right? He's a multi-millionaire. Not every CEO has the type of wealth that Andy Byron has. I know we get desensitized throwing around the term millionaire these days because it seems like everybody is one, right? But make no mistake about it. Being a millionaire, multi-millionaire, deca-millionaire is a huge deal. That's still a lot of money, y'all. That's still a lot of money. All right. That still puts you up there in the upper echelon of men and top earners in the country. Right. So this is a guy who was worth anywhere from 10 million all the way up to 75, 85 million. Right. And so he decides, I'm going to go to this Coldplay concert and I'm going to take my side chick. But not only did he decide that it was a good idea to be with his side chick in front of 65,000 people in a packed stadium, but he decided that it was a great time to stand at the top where there's even more of a chance that you might be seen and might be discovered by people or by anyone, cameras, anything. You never know what's going to happen at a concert. That's why people go. They love the live event. They love the spontaneity of it. They love that anything can happen. They love that it's different than what they heard on a CD. They love the engagement, the interaction. Now, I know by now you all have seen the clip, but I'm gonna show it again because I want to detail the looks on their faces. All right, when they got caught. And when they realized, oh shit, life as we knew it is over. Let's watch.
All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. Gotcha. Gotcha. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, what?
Not okay.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Look at my man in the back. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, bro. This is fucking awesome. Dude in the back, totally unknowing. He's just having a great time. Yeah, bro. Woohoo. And then To top it all off, y'all. To top it all off, Coldplay's own Chris Martin calls it out in front of everybody. Listen, it would have been one thing, okay? It would have been one thing if this had happened and perhaps they got caught on the camera, on the kiss cam, and they just continued to play it off maybe. Like they just acted like everything was normal in the moment. You know, maybe they just didn't have any reaction at all. It would have been a little less inconspicuous, don't you think? But this reaction right here is literally what caused this to go viral. And then to have Chris Martin from the actual band call you out, this was like a moment that was preordained by God, is what this was. This was a moment that was preordained. This was already going to happen. God had set this up and set this in motion weeks and months ago when y'all first started banging each other under the covers. But just look at their reaction. She knows and he knows that life as they knew it is over.
An affair or that is very shy.
So, Andy Byron, executive CEO, he's the CEO of Astronomer, okay? He's in leadership. And if you were wondering who the older woman is that he had his arms wrapped around like a squid, it would be this lady right here. Her name is Kristen Cabot. And guess who she is? Guess what department she works in? She works in HR. Human resources. I don't know of a worse possible position to find yourself in as an HR rep than being caught with another leadership member in a provocative moment where you are both cheating on your spouses. And you are HR. You're the human resources representative for this company. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Look at them. This is a picture of all of them together. There's Andy there, right there with that huge smile on his face. I think, wasn't this dude standing right next to them as well? Maybe not. And then here's Kristen right here. The funny thing is, when there's things going on the job, a lot of times, especially in corporate, people be knowing. Maybe not everybody, but you can bet your bottom dollar that there's at least 2 or 3 other people that also know about the affair that's going on. You might be able to fool some people some of the time, but you ain't gonna be able to fool everybody all of the time. Somebody is going to be able to read between the lines and to see the tea leaves on the tree and be like, oh, them two is fucking. Them two right there? Yeah. Did y'all really think? I mean, they've probably been in this affair for years at this point. Because when you're working this closely with somebody over the span of multiple years, you have every opportunity in the world. All them late nights that Andy was spending at the office now have come into question. Now you can bet that this divorce lawyer that his wife will run to will have every form of ammunition that she needs to go ahead and proceed and file for this divorce and take half of this man's wealth. That is why I said that he was worth 10 to 75 million, because I guarantee you the wife is taking about half of that, if not more. And he gonna pay it, because now it's not even a question of did you. The question now is, how long have you been cheating? How long have you been stepping out on me? How long have you been embarrassing me? How long have you been lying to me? All of this is going to come out in court. We may not see it, but it's going to come out. And the bad thing about it is the fact that y'all went to the Coldplay show and the fact that the kiss cam was on y'all and the fact that this blew up and this moment became viral across social media is probably the reason why the wife is leaving. If she had found out about this affair, and I don't know this for a fact, I'm just saying that I believe this to be the case. If the wife had found out about the affair behind closed doors to where nobody else knew about it, meaning we didn't see it, the world didn't see it, she just found out, she just happened to find out about it behind closed doors, I believe that she might have left, but there would have been a stronger possibility that she would be willing to stay. Again, because he's a self-made man and there ain't too many millionaires in the world. I know they keep saying that we have hundreds of millionaires now. I know they keep saying that there's a millionaire born every day. But in the grand scheme of things, the ratio of millionaires to average Joes is a sea apart. Okay? So it's not every day that a woman gets married to and she finds a multi-millionaire. So I believe that if this would have happened behind closed doors, she might have been a little bit more inclined to deal with the situation behind closed doors and to also forgive and forget. But now, because this is public and because the entire world knows that her husband ain't shit, the public embarrassment alone, I think, was enough for her to be like, you know what, nigga? You know what, bitch? I'm taking you for everything that I could possibly get. Now, I looked up Andy's wealth. That's how I know that he's worth 10 million. Okay. That's why I know that he's worth about 10 to 75 million. Here, let's go. How much is CEO Andy Byron worth? Here, it says, this one says between 20 million and 70 million. Now, it says here that Astronomer, which is the company that Andy worked for, says that a formal investigation has been launched regarding the viral concert video exposing the CEO's relationship and affair with the head of HR. Head of HR. So now this has gone beyond just Andy having to worry about the divorce now. Now we're entering into legal territory. Now we're entering into possible career suicide, career destruction territory now. Blowing the bag for that coochie is insane when you are worth millions and millions and millions of dollars. But hey, greater men have also fell to the same trap. So, honestly, it's not shocking, right? It's not surprising. Disappointing, yes, because you're a multimillionaire. What are you doing? What are you doing sleeping with HR, the head of HR in your own department? Come on, bro. This is, I don't even have to go over how many different ways this is a clear and cut and concise breaking of the code of conduct. And the question now is going to be, well, how many people under them were fired or either terminated or either let go with these two possibly conspiring together behind the scenes? How many people didn't climb the ranks or get that position because these two were at the head of the snake? How many people's careers and trajectory of their career within that company was altered because these two were behind the scenes together, making all the decisions and calling all the shots? You got the CEO together with the head of HR, two powerful positions in corporate. The top of the top, y'all. You don't get much higher than that. So the question now is going to be, how many people were affected? I wouldn't be surprised if lawsuits come out as a result of this, with people claiming that they were mistreated or let go or fired or terminated by these two in some type of conspiracy. Who knows now? The floodgates are open. All bets are off. I understand how temptation works, but we got to be above it, especially when you're worth millions and millions and millions of dollars. Y'all drop a comment down below. If you saw this, let me know what you think about it. I'm genuinely interested to know what the gentlemen, I want to know what the fellas and the ladies too, because ladies, y'all get in these situations where y'all get wrapped up with these dudes, right? And then you don't think about the detriment to your own life that is going to cost you. I want to know what y'all think as well. Drop a comment. Let me know. I'm assuming that there will certainly be more information to come as the days and weeks pass us by. Look at the comments here. Oh my God, that looks like Astronomer CEO Andy Byron and Astronomer Chief People Officer Kristen Cabot. Oh, that's going to be one awkward board meeting. If not a couple's divorces too. No, it's definitely going to be a couple's divorces. By the way, they said the wife has already changed her name on all of her socials. She's already changed her last name she's dropped the last name on all of her socials. So if that's any indication right now of what's going to happen going forward, the wife is coming for everything. I promise you that. Somebody else said, yeah, it looks like the whole team knows. That makes it even worse for their partners. Yeah, it's the embarrassment factor of it. Because if this was behind the scenes again, and one of the spouses had caught this, it still would have been behind the scenes. It still would have been behind curtains, right? The whole world didn't have to see it, but now it's too late. That's all. It's over. Oh dear. Wife of CEO updated her Facebook account and removed the last name of the CEO on her Facebook name. Yeah, it's a wrap for this guy. It's a wrap. His LinkedIn profile has its first comments. Dude, I'm just here for the comments. So, are we all here because he cheated on his wife during a Coldplay concert? How was Coldplay with Kristen? Jesus Christ. Anyway, drop a comment down below. I'll holler at y'all later.